The rest of the body will die.
Don't mess me around.
Keep your hands off my machines. Any accidents are gonna be dangerous for me, you, and the whole city. The energy regulators are screwed. The surge gauge is failing and I can't see why. And now the shield profiler is returning a really strange set of values. Altogether, that makes for one dangerous set of problems that could fry both of us if the wrong bit of kit gets jolted. And I'm the one who has to fix all this. Ah, shit, I can't even sort out the replacement parts until I have this stabilized.
I heard you are having trouble establishing communications with the Horde in Edan.
That is just... Wait. How do you know that?
I just overheard someone talking about it.
So the word is out? That is a worry, a real worry. Well, we can't waste any... We need to fix that comms relay station before anyone tries to take advantage of our problems. Since you're in the know...
We might be able to come to an agreement.
An agreement? Okay, sure, an agreement. As long as you help. If you don't help us, we could lose everything we have here. And if things fall apart out there, you can be certain that it will get bloody for everyone.
Elex sent me.
Thank Kalan.
Yes. Here.
Perfect. That looks great. Thanks. Thanks for getting that. I'll install it immediately. You better get back to Eric. You could...
What's so...
We're awaiting the delivery of some combat mechs. But they haven't arrived, and we've no way to check why without communications being re-established. That's why we've got to get the link back up now, so we can...
What do you need combat mechs for?
I don't know. I guess they're worried about security. And supplies. We need firepower to get enough food and tech spares into the dome to keep things going. And that's before the Alps. Zakor might have left us alone recently, but who knows how long that'll last. But it's not just about mechs. It's about food and news and everything else. We need a link with the Horde to keep this place going. We need to get this fixed as soon as possible. And please, please, otherwise we are very low. Here are the coordinates at the relay station. Head that way and keep looking at... But I have no idea what the issue is there. You might be able to fix it at the bottom, but there's a chance you might have to climb the antenna mast. There will be a device somewhere on site that you can use to recalibrate the antenna. I hope that'll be enough to fix the problem.
I spoke to Lutz.
You got me just in time. I was right about to light one up. So, go ahead. What did he say?
I assume you don't want to hear about the energy regulators.
No, I don't want you to put me to sleep. I need information about what the clerics are planning. He must have said something about their plans.
Lutz said something about combat mechs being brought here from Edan.
That is the proof. They're planning an offensive.
He didn't say anything about an offensive. He mentioned defense.
No, there's no need for mechs for that. It's clear the clerics are planning something. Did he tell you anything else?
No, that was everything.
Well, that's a start. But are you sure he didn't have anything else to offer? Think. Is there anything you can tell me?
No, I told you everything I know.
All right. Well, I'll have to try and work with the information I have then. So, I promised you a reward. Here.
That should be child's play. It seems to have worked. I recalibrated the antenna.
Yes, thank you. We've already started to get messages through. We've had to do a bit of clearing up at this end, but that's a minor issue. What do you think? Is the station to the northeast in a good state, or are we likely to get another failure?
You had better ask the Alps that.
The Alps? So, Zakar's trying to cut off our comms now, are they? Here, this is for you. You shouldn't think that I don't value your service to our cause. Maintenance is all.
The B series was never very reliable.
What about the rest of us, huh?
Lutz has the energy rig.
Good. The dome should be more stable now. I thank Kalan for sending you.
No, you must have misunderstood.
He's never earned an honest start in his life.
Well, if that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
No, you must have misunderstood.
What you say is who you are.
That's one way of thinking about it.
Who else are you telling that?
Nobody even listens there, that's the problem.
You know, you're the first one to understand that.
No, you must have misunderstood.
These guys are completely screwed. No argument.
You there. I've been looking for you. You're the person who realigned the antenna, aren't you?
Okay, yes, that was me.
By Kalan. Then why didn't you come to me before? Is it you that we have to thank for regaining contact with the Horde? That is a blessing indeed. And those skills you've demonstrated, well, I have need of them again. So if you can spare some of your time, I have a job for you. Are you willing to help?
Yes. Tell me what you need.
Well, that's simple. We need to send someone to the Horde to make a delivery. So I thought immediately of someone with the requisite survival skills. Ergo, you. You see, we are awaiting the arrival of some combat mechs to boost security. But the Horde requires some additional Elex to get them active. You have already proven your abilities, so would you take this task on? We'll give you the goods, we simply need them delivering.
Give me the Elex. I'll take it to the Horde.
Oh, you don't need to take it all the way. A supply party has left the Horde. They'll meet you part way. Here, please, take this crate and meet up with us. They will be waiting near a ruined bridge to the north. And just so you know, Not that I don't trust you, but we have to take necessary precautions, given the nature of this cargo. We don't want this falling into the hands of our enemy.
One crate of Elex is enough for a delivery of mechs?
No, of course not, but it's enough to deal with their current Elex shortage. And we'd like to get them into operation as soon. That's why we're sending some of our resources to the Horde.
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the sensor module.
Then we are a step closer. The cleric who sent me to do this will be pleased.
So, you're a cleric?
Me? I am a... what's the word? An advocate.
So we'll need to take these components back to Ignidan?
Perhaps. Or to Tavar. It's all very secret. But I can locate the cleric that sent me. When our mission is complete, I can give you the coordinates. But please remember, this is a secret mission. It was a legate from the Horde that sent me, and he is very knowledgeable. It is my honor and my duty to serve him.
Serve him?
Serve and assist. It is Cal Ern who we serve, and the legate is his voice to me. I must follow his instructions. In Cal Ern we trust.
Sure, if you say so.
Oh, yes. In Cal Ern we trust. All clerics believe in Cal Ern. You must speak to my legate. I must follow his instructions. He is a cleric legate from the Horde Monastery.
Sure, whatever you say. I have the high-performance CPU.
I'll have to run some tests, but if it looks undamaged, we can be hopeful it will work. That's one good thing about military equipment. It is built to be durable. Some of it has survived for centuries.
Is it military equipment you're building with this?
Building? Well, the components are for... We will use them in the advance of technology to defeat the Albs.
How can you defeat the Albs?
That is a question for my legate. But our mechs and energy weapons are a match for theirs. We will be victorious. Well, if you're worried, maybe we can get you some help after this is finished.
I have the miniature Elex battery.
An example of how Elex has revolutionized technology. We might not have the resources our ancestors did, but look what the clerics have achieved since.
This is the work of the clerics?
It is Calern's will. Only the clerics believe in science and study. Only the clerics have the capability to fabricate these things. The technology that has been preserved, the technology that has been designed here, Magdalene must thank the clerics for all of it. The clerics are not to blame for the albs.
You seem pretty certain about that.
Calern's will is to help all through technology. So my legate says. So you will learn when you see him.
Sounds like Kalan has it all planned out. How are you doing, Fal?
It is hard to say right now. Let me think further. You are a very interesting person. You are hiding many secrets. That is plain, even if the secrets aren't. I think traveling with you should prove to be very instructive.
Follow me.
Yes.
The area here is rather worrisome.
Halt! In the name of Kalan! What brings you here?
There's no reason to be suspicious.
There are thousands of reasons. Because there are thousands of things trying to kill you. Better to be suspicious than dead. But then you must know what that's like out there, or you wouldn't be standing here.
If it's that bad, then what are you doing out here?
Supply run. We're procuring stores for the Horde. I normally get a bit more backup, though. I'm a logistics specialist, not a combat guy. But with the shortage of men at the moment, I've been pretty much left to take care of myself. And that means I need to be even more suspicious.
Where do you go to get your supplies?
It depends on what we need. I have been to the gates of Goliath, across Tavar, and to the border of Zakor. Across most of Magalan, really. But the world has become so hostile with the factions turning on each other. Getting more dangerous by the day.
If it's so dangerous, why do you still do it?
Because the Horde always needs supplies. Besides, I do like finding interesting places. Magalan never stops with surprises. I remember some ruins in northwest Abessa that I discovered, right next to the cliff. I wasn't able to take a good look around, but maybe you'll find a suitable opportunity someday. I don't really have time for exploring any longer, but I don't want to get killed doing it. My thrill-seeker days are long gone.
Good luck staying alive.
Yeah.
Are you the cleric's contact?
Were you sent from the domed city?
Yes.
Then I hope you have brought the Elex with you. Let me have it, and I will take it to Ignadan straight away.
Here. This crate is all they gave me.
Good. They need this back at the Horde. I'd better get it back as soon as I can.
Can I help you get back to the Horde?
Your offer is appreciated, but I am sure Kalan has other plans for you. I can find my way back alone. I should get moving. The sooner I'm back, the better. Kalan bless you, my friend. May he look upon you with the mercy he has shown me.
Look out!
I will wait here.
Over there. Initiating combat. This dome is truly a masterpiece of technology.
Hello? I have the best
Then show me what you...
Only the...
Hey, have you got a few help me out and I'll...
Data is always useful, but I'm uncertain what this individual can offer us.
And unless you show me the shards, you won't find out. Come on, have a little heart.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you. Come back in a few days.
Tell me about this.
Right, well, where to start? First, this place always has something going on, but right now, the western section's safer. You're okay there as long as you... The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really Alois, he runs this place and he hates thieves. He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got... If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that.
That was remarkable.
Another time, yeah?
I delivered the Elex to your supply party.
Good. We need those mechs here as soon as possible. I hope the supply party make it back to the Horde safely. In any case, you can be proud of your service. Your selfless deed speaks well of you.
Selfless? I don't work for free.
You don't?
No.
But here, take this. Yeah, I'm trying to...
Why are we still working with that piece of crap?
That's the technicians.
Parts, repair skills, blah, blah. You never get the same answer from them. What?
We'll never find out, will we?
How about serious personal
They say that the
dedication?
pilgrim Thorold had been... Who knows?
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
You don't feed the belly, the rest of the body.
May logic guide you.
Stop being an asshole.
I've heard that before.
Carry on.
Stop being an asshole. Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me? Because I'm pissed at how long you're taking to pay.
They're always hitting on you here.
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
I need the shards. It's as simple as that.
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
Not like that.
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
I know who you're talking about.
You think you can get a hold of a decent set of alb components? I can find
How
some
can that
shards to
be?
cover that. I am going, all right?
I've got a message for you from Gustav, the guard on the gate.
What does that tool want? I can't imagine he's opening the gate for us.
He wants you all dead.
And he sent you to tell me that. I always said that piss streak was a coward. We're going nowhere. You tell him that.
What?
There's someone who understands profit. If Gustav has decided he wants, he's not gonna leave us alone until he's dead himself. It seems you can get close to him. So I want you to persuade him to come out here. Say you need help. I want to see that asshole's eyes when he dies. Bring him here, and you can have the shards he promised you. Plus a sweetener on top.
Any ideas for how to get Gustav to come here?
Play to his ego. Say you need his help. He won't come and fight us on his own. But if he thinks you're fighting his allies,
you have a deal.
It might even give us a way in if he's not on the gate anymore. Maybe, maybe not. But it'll... Either way, bring...
Okay.
I feel really bad about it.
Keep your pockets.
About the outlaws in the farm.
You mean the threat on our doorstep? The canker in our midst? They who should
There are too many outlaws at the farm. I need your help.
Very, but I'll only pay half. I'm risking my life. Just wait a moment. It can't go unguarded. Yes.
We could learn much from these ruins. I will assist you.
So, you've finally seen reason.
About the...
You mean the threat on our door?
The outlaws have gone.
Gone? You mean... You've not brought me any heads, have you? No? No. Good. Look, here's a reward. But I'm only giving you half. And if any more outlaws take up residence there or inside the city, I would let... It was good doing...
I'm happy.
Carry it.
One shard, two... Is that so?
Yeah. Move on.
Yo, just one more term.
I'm here to do the right thing.
You want to do the right thing? Wait, aren't you the one who saw the Separatists meeting the Alps?
Yes. Yes, that was me.
And your reason for being here is... and why isn't Caleb here? There is a chain of command for a reason.
Caleb is not our leader. He just settles most things. But there's also... I'm here to admit that I lied for him.
You did what?
I lied. You see, I didn't see Fenk and the other Separatists meet Alps from Zakor. I saw Fenk meet with another Separatist. I don't want the Separatists to be thrown out of the city because of me.
You have been brave to admit your lie. And you've done it before it had major consequences. But this deceit can't go unpunished. I will speak to you after I've spoken to Feng. I'll send for you, Yul, when I've thought about this further. Just one more turn.
it's hard to get parts out here.
Maybe later. Better armed. The mechs that went into Abessa pretty.
The domed city is our...
Stop being an asshole.
So that didn't work.
Carry on.
He didn't deserve that. You don't have to believe everything they say.
He's been bothering me with that for
The
days
dome
now.
is a...
Are you here to pay me those shards you owe me?
It is
Because
all
I'm
about
pissed at how
serious
long you're
personal
taking.
dedication.
You gotta think before you go out and do that.
Talk, that's all he is. Nah.
You don't feed the belly, the rest of the body will die.
You think you know what's going on? Look what's going on.
I wonder if he was serious about that.
What good? What?
Someone's gotta sort this shit out before we drown in it.
An impressive building. I hope the occupants can tell us something of its history.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the Dome City in Abessa.
Any information about the other factions is useful. Tell me what you learned.
The people in the Dome City seem to want to remain neutral, but they are waiting to be attacked by the Alps. They know the war is coming.
I think they're short of supplies and feeling lost, leaderless, awaiting the axe to fall. The war has displaced a lot of refugees into Abessa, And there's a lot of argument over what to do with them and what they mean. That takes up most of their time. Thank you for your report.
About my support. How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. Yora says that you found him the converter parts he needed. That impressed him enough to earn you his pledge. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. I've heard you helped the cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, you involved my wife in this deception. How does that speak to your case? And don't think the fact that Eisenfaust's sword disappeared at the point you arrived has gone unnoticed. I can't prove anything, but suspicions don't always have to be proven. The men at the Mana Shrine informed me the stolen Elex was returned, and that was your doing. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Is there anything else that I can do for you?
You seem to take this seriously. That's good. Since I can't pass off my duties onto you, you will have to make yourself useful in another way. The cultivators are constantly bothering me with their requests. That needs to stop. Oh, and Erdor hasn't sent back any reports from the World Heart lately. Find out if he's all right, and if he needs anything. As you can see, there's always something to do here.
I took care of Erdor.
Are there any problems?
None to speak of.
Tell me, why am I hearing only complaints from the cultivators? Could it have something to do with the food you took them? It'll be days before they're able to work at full capacity again. And sickness and diarrhea really aren't words you want to hear around food production.
Erdor asked for food, I took...
Damn it, you made my men sick. Whatever you thought you were doing, you've left men in the forest with their guts in.
How am I...
You have Pat. Yora's, as I... Ornir told. My wife seemed... I've heard you helped the cleric. And worse still, you didn't... And don't think the fact that I can't prove anything. The men at the manor... You earn those...
What contact do the Berserkers have with the other factions?
The Albs want no contact but that of war and conflict. Perhaps the Separatists will be more open to conversation, but trust will be hard. We have maintained conversations with the clerics. But the peace that has strained since our last war has never held easy. The outlaws, well, they have no true leader and no true cause. Any dealings with them are dealings with individuals. It's self-evident that the paths of all the factions will cross, and that conflict is likely.
So, you have no interests outside Edan?
The Berserkers believe that all of Magaland should be healed, not just Edan. If we can plant more World Hearts in Tavar or Abessa, then we could give all the soil there new life too. But the other factions don't see it that way. They fear the changes we bring.
Do you know that for sure? Have you spoken to the other factions?
Spoken, no. But we sent men to establish World Hearts in Abessa and Tavar. And they have been attacked almost constantly. In fact, their reports are overdue. You came to us from beyond our walls. If you know your way across these lands, could you go to the World Hearts and see what happened to our men?
Where are the World Hearts?
The World Heart in Tavar was sent to an oasis out in the desert. You will have to walk carefully once you're there. The outlaws do not take kindly to people crossing through their lands. You'll find the World Heart in Abessa to the south of the domed city.
I will look for your men in Tavar and Abessa.
Thank you. It's time that we learn their fates. You ensure you're properly equipped before you go. It isn't a short journey, and the way will be difficult.
I have news from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
I met Thorgal in Abessa.
You did? And what news? Is he well? Is the World Heart established?
The World Heart is being well cared for. Thorgal has been defending it from attacks by the Alps.
I take it there were losses. Regrettable. But these days, that is quite normal. In any case, thank you for this report. Take this as payment.
About my how am I
You have You help. Yora says that you found him the converter parts he needs. As I heard it, or near to my wife. I've heard you helped the... And worse, you didn't exactly help Theodore. And don't think the fact that I can't prove the men at the mat. You must do more. Earn those...
Goliath, the Berserker's hometown. It is interesting.
What are you doing here? Excuse me, do you know Stormson?
Yeah, I met him.
Do you know where he is?
No, I don't.
He was supposed to meet me, but Orin said he'd left.
Who did he leave with?
Orin didn't say, which is strange. He was really evasive, and it's not as if he wouldn't know. Orin knows everyone in Goliath.
Could Stormson have left with outsiders?
I'd have heard if there were more outsiders here. Everyone talks about incomers, and Orin would have said something for sure.
Then the men were berserkers.
But if they were from Goliath, then why didn't Orin say who they were?
Maybe he was told not to.
Angrim. He is the only one who could scare Orin into staying silent about something. Stormson must have been arrested.
Can you think why Angrim would have Stormson arrested?
Stormson spoke out against the law. He thought we were losing the war, that we needed to change what we were doing if we were going to stand up to the Alps.
Change what? Change how?
I don't know. He asked me to go with him to look for supplies. I assumed he meant medical supplies, but do you think because I said I wouldn't that he asked someone else to go with him?
Maybe. And maybe he asked the wrong person. If he's alive,
Would you speak to Angrim?
Okay.
Be careful. Angrim believes in the law more than he doesn't.
I can take care of myself.
What are you looking for here?
You do know that technology is banned here.
about the cleric. You don't have to worry about that cleric preaching here.
You found him?
The cleric has left Goliath.
I thought my instructions were clear. I wanted him dead. Now he'll run home with information on our numbers and our plans. Your moment of mercy might lead to more deaths.
What do you know about Stormson's disappearance?
Stormson? The hunter?
He was taken from the tavern. Orin refuses to say who took him.
And what business is Stormson of yours?
Do you know what happened to him?
He was arrested, questioned, and sentenced. There was no doubting his guilt. He had spoken his thoughts quite freely, and admitted that he was planning to break the law.
You had Stormson executed?
You think our laws are that harsh? He had only spoken against our ways. He was yet to break the law.
So he's still alive?
The law is clear. Such weapons are forbidden. Stormson knew that, and he made his choice. Now, the law has been served. He has been exiled to the valley. A lenient sentence, to send him back to the place he loves.
I think it's very risky for us to be here. I must remember these ruins. I would like to return to them someday.
easy.
Gone completely crazy. What should I do? He wouldn't let us out of the development, and they shot him. They shot George. He was just doing his job, and come home, honey. The kids are scared.
These berserkers were killed with energy weapons. This looks like the work of clerics.
Yes, I think we can do that.
The Ice Palace. That's where the decision will be made.
Stormson is still alive.
You've seen him? What of the men who were escorting him to exile?
They're dead.
I show mercy and good men die. So be it. Now his crime is more than words, and his sentence becomes the harsher. Let his death pay for the blood that was spilled.
He's as good as dead.
Tread carefully. Stormson knows the fort, and the men he killed were... May justice give you the strength for this task. Good luck to you.
What's going on?
Stormson escaped the guards, taking him into exile.
Then he is safe. For now. He knows these forests better than anyone. Please, if you hear of him, if you see him out, he might not be able to return to Goliath. But please, tell him. He will always have it.
Do you know where he...
If Angram has search parties out, Stormson might have gone to the clerics.
Hey! Is someone there?
I must remember this place. Initiating combat. Over there. I would have liked to see the old world as it was before the comet. This is a dangerous area. As you wish.
Initiating combat. Over there.
Quit sneaking around if you don't want trouble.
This is down to you, isn't it? You asshole. You total asshole. You told Yora I was trading with an outlaw, didn't you?
I'll kill you!
I'll probably end up in the Valley of the Damned because of you. Or worse. Right now, they're hanging the sentence over my head. Probation, they said. If I put 1 foot wrong, then I'll be thrown out of Goliath. Kill that mangy brute!
Quit sneaking around if you don't want trouble.
Oh, look. Another exile. What got you sent out here? No, wait. Let me guess. You went and broke the laws, didn't you?
I'm not an exile. I haven't been sent here.
Then who are you?
Look, I'm just traveling through.
Well, traveling makes more sense than staying. I don't know why anyone would want to stay here. Come fast the day that ends this exile.
You were exiled?
Sentenced to work until my loyalty is proven. Or I die, whichever comes first. They exiled my friend out here on the same day as me. Now, his loyalty is food for the worms.
How do you prove your loyalty?
By serving the land, by tending to the plants. They were supposed to send someone from Goliath to see my work, to make sure I was a loyal berserker once more.
What exactly is an exile?
We are the forgotten, the rejected, and the outcast. We are the victims of the berserkers' laws. Laws we fought to protect, only to find those very laws spitting us out into this wilderness. That is who we are, the exiled.
Why are you here?
Do you mean, what crime did I commit? Or what job do I do here?
What is your job here?
I was ordered to take care of the wood to the west, cutting timber for Goliath, growing food, keeping an eye out for the albs. But I can't cut timber while those beasts are roaming around down there. And I won't get back to Goliath unless I do.
I'll take care of the creatures.
You will? Huh. I can't believe...
This is dumb. You asshole. You told me I'll probably end up in... or worse. Right now, they're hanging the sentence over my head. Probation, they said. If I put 1 foot wrong, then I'll be thrown out of Goliath. Oh, you asshole.
How did you get here alive? You're not an exile and you don't look like you've come to save me. And you aren't an outlaw. I was sure you were going to be an outlaw. But what brings you out?
Why so worried about who I am? Have you got something to hide?
Like what? You sound like Angrim when he sentenced me out here. I've got nothing to hide but myself. You should take that as advice and keep a low profile while you're here. The Valley of the Damned. Home of exiles, the condemned, the damned, the lost. You pick which of those you are.
Who are you?
We are all exiles here. We all broke the law in Goliath. And we are the lucky ones. We have a chance here to clear our names. Harvest wood here for a few moons, survive life in the forest, and we are allowed to return.
Why does Goliath get its timber from here?
To give us something to do. I see now that what I did was wrong, and I will do my best to return to my family. And if you have anyone to return to, make sure you keep your head down. That you don't go out at night and that you ignore all the strange noises. That is how you survive here.
What strange noises?
The noises are... they're the spirits of the forest. I know. I didn't believe either, but now I've heard them. They take people. Animals. They've been taking our supplies too. Well, it's better they take our supplies than us.
Spirits are taking your supplies?
I know. I knew you'd think I was being stupid, but it happens. That's why you shouldn't go outside at night. The risk of getting taken by them is simply too great.
Have you seen these spirits?
No. No one has. Anyone who sees them is taken, probably killed. You're free to look for them if you're bored of life.
Where could I look for these spirits?
You don't look. You listen. You listen for this screaming. Wait there if you want to by our supplies. They come for them at night. Good luck. It was nice knowing you.
Quit sneaking around if you don't want trouble.
Too easy.
Over there. I am right behind you.
Over there. Over there.
will not get away with that.
I'm watching.
Over there.
Initiate.
The old world is truly fascinating.
Teach me something.
Sure.
What do you... What do you... Teach me.
Sure.
Teach... Teach...
I would like to return someday.
This way. We could learn much from these ruins.
There is a lot to learn here.
You are so dead.
I must remember these ruins. I would like to return to them someday. Fascinating.
can smell. There's something about this place. Almost like I had been here before.
Incomer or outcast, you can find a place to sleep back there. If you want a meal, there's meat and there's a fire. You can put the two together. You're welcome to stay if you need a place to shelter for a couple days. Are you here to spy for Cormag? If you're here to claim payment, I didn't steal those things, so I can't pay you back. If you want to rest before you go back and tell him that, you're welcome to stay.
What exactly happened to you?
You tell me. One day I'm a loyal berserker, the next I'm accused of theft and sentenced without a chance to defend myself. But then maybe that's something you know about. The only people I tend to see out here are on patrol or in exile.
I wasn't exiled.
You weren't? I have not met many people who chose to come here. Exiled, lost, running away, yes. Chosen to come of their own free will? No. Why would you choose to come to this flight and ass end of nowhere?
Being free means you can make mistakes.
A sense of humor. You'll need that here.
If you don't like it here, you should leave.
I can't. Exile isn't just a sentence to leave, it's a sentence to stay. If I leave this place, the powers in Goliath will send a patrol to bring me back here, and chances are they wouldn't bring me back alive.
Prove yourself innocent.
Any evidence is back in Goliath, and I can't get back there. Someone else would have to prove me innocent. And who's gonna do that? I just have to accept the fact that I'm stuck out here for good.
I will persuade them to let you go home.
Why would you? I don't know you. No, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, I'm not used to anyone saying they'd help. And it will put you up against the warlord Cormag. He's convinced I'm guilty. I'm not sure talking will convince him otherwise.
Then I'll threaten him.
Then he'll condemn you too. And then you'll end up exiled out here, or worse. Of course I want to go back. Exile wouldn't be punishment if people didn't want to go back. But we won't persuade Cormag alone. We would need help.
Yes, I know Alric. If I took you to him, he'd probably try and sell you.
You have met him. Believe it or not, he's one of the good guys. Sure, he'd sell his grandmother for the right price, but you know where you are with him. He should help me. If you go to Goliath and speak to Ulrich, he could come up with a plan. One thing about Ulrich, he's always got a plan.
That was inappropriate. I must remember this place.
No, I can't talk to you right now.
Teach me some.
Of course.
Can we
Look.
teach?
Of course.
You must have something to offer apart from shards.
What makes you say that?
This town isn't bankrupt. You have a lot of things you can pay with apart from Elexit.
Actually, we're short of everything. Blame the comet and decades of war. But you have a point. Here, take this.
I call that dangerous half-knowledge.
I heard he was robbed.
So, I have to go.
Really? Now?
Yeah, it needs to be totally reworked. If you can get the spares.
Kata needs your help.
Kata? Kata? I don't know a Kata.
She's already told me she knows you.
All right, as it's you I'm talking to. Yeah, I know her. A man's gotta be careful. It's dangerous to throw in with the wrong people.
She says she's innocent.
Doesn't everyone say that when they get caught?
So you're saying she is guilty of the thefts? That Cormac was right to convict her?
Guilt, innocence, that's all about who's deciding, isn't it?
Are you gonna help her or not?
Will you accept a no?
No.
Is that any way for a friend to act? All right. I will do it. It isn't as if I didn't have a plan.
What's your plan to save her?
Okay, listen. She's accused of theft, right?
Correct.
So, what happens if those thefts continue now she's in exile?
That would be proof the accusations were false.
See? Always knew you were quick. So, all you need to do is steal the right stuff.
What do I have to do?
You grab the right stuff and leave it in the right place, and she gets right out. Simple.
So, what's the right place to leave the stuff?
Somewhere it incriminates our scapegoat, of course.
Scapegoat?
The guy who snitched on Kata. Drogue. He tried to fit her for the crime. Now we'll do that to him. Come on, you must know him. He guards the main city gate. You like as not saw him on the way in here.
What should I steal?
Do I have to do all the thinking myself? Go to Cinda and Bourne's huts. Everyone knows they've got chests of valuables. So, here's the plan. You find those chests and break into them. You steal the valuables and leave a claw behind in their place. Then, you put those valuables, those stolen valuables, into a chest in Drogue's house together with another.
Why a claw?
Because it's the sign of, well, that does. So, take these claws, one for Cinda's chest.
How can I break into Cinda's and Bourne's chests?
Break the lock, pick the lock, stare at.
Isn't there a...
Well, here, but don't let those keys get...
How did you get those keys?
If I tell you that, point is, I had them, now you've got them, and you can get
You're
complicated. It's child's loot out, claw in for Cinda's chest and Bourne. Then Drogue gets into trouble, Kata gets out.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
That technology will get you into trouble here.
I'll see you later.
I can see you sneaking around over there. I can see you sneaking around over there.
These seedlings are fascinating. Did you know that they require some form of transmuted Elex to grow?
He has been chewing on that thing for days.
What an ass. He should have known that. He's never earned an honest shard in his life.
That's what I said.
Tell. Why do you...
What? You think you can't kill? You don't need Elex weapons. You ask the elves. Their technology against...
Maybe the...
Ha! Are you one of those people that looks at a shiny... Elex rots whatever it touches. They're unnatural.
Leather armor.
Oh, nature is magic. Real magic. Took the... So, that's what we do here.
We'll talk later, yeah?
Don't steal anything here. I can see you, not now. Don't think you can steal anything here. If you steal, you die.
are you doing now?
What are you up to?
Stop trying to sneak. I've seen you already.
He's joined us, you know?
Really? Don't ask me what that was about.
Who is prowling around here?
I hope this is important. I stored the goods and the claw in Droge's chest.
Did you put the...
Yes.
Good work.
So what's...
First things first. You can give me the key.
Here, the key.
Right you are. Best for you not to be carrying evidence. Next, I do the dangerous part and tell Cormag that Droge has been the real thief all... But it's best if I speak with... Wait here. Good news.
Did it work?
Yes. You should have seen Cormac's face when everything was there in Droge's chest. He hates being wrong. Cormac has sent a messenger.
What about Droge?
Cormac exiled him. Let's let sleeping Drogues lie, huh?
Thank you for your help.
Brothers in trade, loyalty and money. I told you you could trust me. Besides, Droge was an asshole. Do you know he once accused me of being a thief too? Now, we'll see how he gets along without his clan to help him. Kata is as free as a bird. Well, if birds had guard duty. She's been given Droge's job on the gate. Imagine that. Someone in charge of what comes in and goes out, and she just happens to owe us a favor. A big favor. Speak to her when you have time.
Yes?
I don't know what to say. I never thought I would see Goliath again.
It was Alric's plan.
But he couldn't. Wouldn't have done it without you. So it's you I have to thank for getting me home. And Drog has gone too. If ever there was a berserker who needed to be sent away to see some of the world, it was Drog. Here, I don't have much, unfortunately. It's hard to make a living in exile. And here, take this claw. It's important. Keep it. Don't sell it. Don't throw it away. Don't talk about it. That claw will help you when the time is right.
Thanks for the mystery. What will you do now?
I will do my guard duty at the gate. They'll be watching me to make sure they made the right decision in letting me back. So I have to avoid giving them anything to worry about. That said, I do have some business that I have to take care of.
Business. Sounds like you're planning to start more trouble.
Nothing gets by you, does it? A lot of people stabbed me in the back when I was condemned to exile. And I'm sure those people will pay out a few shards to buy peace now that I'm back. Here, for your subtlety.
Didn't you say you were out of money?
Hey, a lady knows how to budget.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.
About my support. How am I doing?
You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. Yora says that you found him the converter parts he needed. That impressed him enough to earn you his pledge. As I heard it, you uncovered an outlaw trading in forbidden technology. Ornir told me that you failed to help him deal with an outlaw he was worried about. My wife seems to hold you in great favor. I've heard you helped the cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, you involved my wife in this deception. How does that speak to your case? You didn't exactly help Theodore, did you? And don't think the fact that Eisenfaust's sword disappeared at the point you arrived has gone unnoticed. I can't prove anything, but suspicions don't always have to be proven. The men at the Mana Shrine informed me the stolen Elex was returned, and that was your doing. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges,